Right, just a little brief bio on our next artist. Candace, aka Kaandake, a natural-born poet, originally a mixture of European, African, and Asian descent, was born in Florida and raised in Southern California. She utilizes poetry as a healing modality, developing her unique style with influences from artists such as Shakira, Kwapele, Damian Marley, Java, London Grammar, and Taylor Swift. And that's not all. After earning her master's degree, she created a small herbal tea and coffee company called Cure Tea on the concept of Ayurveda principles. Ladies and gentlemen, we introduce to you Kaandake. Now, just to let you know, this is a pre-recorded interview stitched together thanks to technology. So we're basically going to be getting her responses as we throw out questions. Let's get into it. Hey, Kaandake. Great to have you in studio with us today. Thank you so much for taking some of your precious time to spend with us. Really grateful for that. And yeah, we are here today just to, briefly get into your life, just to know a little bit more about you and the single we are promoting today.
Hello, Otis, the Flow Fraser. Thank you. I'm so grateful to be here today. And yes, it is true. I'm a busy woman, just like most women out there whose obligation it is to follow their passions and their dreams. And that's what I'm doing. So I wrote this new track called Fire in Me. And I'm really, I'm speechless, honestly. Let's start with the beat. Just the beat of this song. I don't even have a word for it. I don't know what it is, but when my ears heard it, I was like, I gotta have that beat. It has to be mine. Because right when I heard it, it just gave me this feeling, which I can't really describe for you right in this moment, but the feeling just took me. And that's what I love about music. And I think that's what most people love about music is that feeling that it gives you. And when I heard this beat, I felt all kinds of ways, but
okay.
I definitely knew that I needed to have that beat. So I discovered this beat when I was watching a tarot video. I was like going through a situation in my life, and this tarot video that I saw on YouTube was like, oh, this is why he's treating you like, or I don't know, no. I just, discovered it when I was watching this tarot video, and immediately I knew I had to have that track. So I reached out to the credits that were listed in the video, and
that sounds good.
Yeah, and then it all kind of started to come together from there. I would say it took almost about a year from the time I originally heard that beat to getting it all into place. And it just kind of fell into place naturally, to be honest. I've always been a writer. It's my passion, something I do without even trying. It just comes out of me. And I ended up taking this course with a friend of mine. His name is Kiyoshi. Hey, Kiyoshi. And he teaches this course called Expand Your Expression. And I was really working on expanding my expression and trying to be comfortable in terms of communicating my words that I've held inside for so long and just getting them out there. And so I took this course and we did a lot of writers, I guess you would say like little writers activities, where he would give us a topic and then we would just write about it, whatever came to our mind. And I was in his class when he played a beat and he gave us this activity to write, not necessarily to the beat, but he gave us this opportunity to write in a breakout group. And all of a sudden, the words just started flowing into my mind because I was inspired by another beat that I heard. And that's when I started writing a portion of this Fire in Me track. You'll hear it in the song. It's the part it goes, oh, I really mean it. And you'll hear it. And the other part of the track I wrote, I'll never forget, where I was when the lyrics came to me, because it was a powerful situation that, I was blessed to experience. I was on my way to Long Beach, and, I own a tea company, and Cure Tea, if you're interested in my chakra teas, I own a tea company, and I was on my way to Long Beach to sell my teas. And I was turning the corner and I saw a homeless man on the corner with a sign. You know, he wanted money. He was hungry. And I just turned the corner and passed him by. I saw him, you know, the image of him and what he stood for and what he was trying to do was obviously get some food, or some money. Hey, aren't we all? So I ended up passing him by. I was on my way to sell my teas, and he just kind of stayed in my mind. And I was in the parking lot when I just sort of got paralyzed in a way in my tracks, because I had some words that came to my mind, and that's when I recorded the next part of my track. If you are a listener of lyrics like I am when I hear music, lyrics do stand out to me. And you listen to the lyrics of this track, it may have different meanings for different people. There are a lot of different dynamics within the lyrics that can apply to different situations. I mean, you could look at it from one perspective of, you know, being careful with the way that you manage your body and, you know, who you allow access to your body. That's one element that, you know, could be perceived from the lyrical content of the track. The other element of the track does have a deeper, more philosophical meaning in regards to life, you know, and what's going on in the world that we live in. So if you really pay attention to the lyrics, it's pretty direct, although there are some, you know, undertones and different meanings that can be deciphered and pulled from the lyrics. It is pretty direct in terms of the meaning. I mean, let's take, for example, the line, "birthing angelic fire from those demons." I mean, what do you guys think that means? It's very direct. There's no undertone there. I mean, it is what it is in regards to what they say. It's about taking more of a angelic approach in terms of life, and when you are encountering demonic challenges in life, and finding that godliness within yourself to be able to utilize that to fight those demons. You also hear in the track, there's a line in regards to masculinity and femininity, and this is something that I wanted to explore a little deeper. You'll hear I say, "I touch your masculine, in touch with my masculine." So this is really about being in touch with that masculinity and femininity and within yourself, and understanding the power within those different dynamics and how to utilize that for a greater purpose.
So going on to ask Candace how long she been in the game, the music game that is, and what's the meaning of her name, Kaandake? I think that's pretty interesting. This is what she had to say.
I am a new artist in this hypnotic world of music. I go by the name Kaandake or Kaandake, which is the root of Candace.
Got it.
This
Got
is
it.
the root of what Candace is and what Candace means. And I bring this to your attention because it's really important to know someone's name and the meaning of their name and what they stand for. And yeah, I'll just give you guys some homework right off the bat. Do your research and yeah. As I learned, Otis means wealth. And so I am very excited to be engaging in this conversation with you today.
Is Kaandake signed to any record label at the moment?
I'm currently an independent artist. I just started to do this all on my own, took the initiative to do it all on my own. So no, I'm not assigned to anybody. Nobody owns me except for God, the one and only.
Now, I know this is a common and typical question that most interviewers ask. We can't go past, so is Kaandake spoken for?
No, I am not currently in a relationship. I haven't found anyone that can make me laugh so hard that I pee my pants and then wants to help me change my panties afterwards. So, no, not in a relationship.
Right. Asking Kaandake how she would categorize her style, her flow, you know, if she is an all-rounder, a singer, an artist who can basically or generically write on any beat given to her. This is what she had to say.
You know, that's such a great question because, categorization. I hate categorization.
Okay.
I was doing this form that they have on CD Baby. They ask you to classify and, categorize and blah, blah, blah. What do you call this? And I didn't know. I'm like, what is this? I didn't even know what to call it. I'm like, what is this? And then I had to reach out and I asked the producer, King Beats, asked him, I'm like, well, what do you call this? Like, what kind of music is this? Like, I didn't know. And honestly, I'm not sure that it fits into any existing categories. I mean, we can try and make it fit if you want, but I mean, it's going to be what it is. And I don't really know what the classification would be, to be honest.
Apart from the single that we're going to promote today, is there any other material that you have out there? And if so, let us know more.
So I currently have 3 tracks out, available on all platforms. Find me on Spotify, iTunes. I'm on all platforms. So the first track is Fire in Me, which you'll hear shortly. And then I have this track called Dreams. And then one of my favorite tracks that Penthouse Studio, they did some magic. They really knew how to capture the essence of what I wanted and that and more. So Penthouse Studio, man, Edvin, Ivor, wow, you guys, love you guys. The last track right now is called Cold Little Heart.
Right.
And I was really inspired when I was in Croatia for this track. There's another artist that I was listening to that just really touched my heart and I felt inspired. His name is Michael Kiwanuka.
Okay.
He has a song out there as well. And I love the feeling of it. And I felt inspired when I heard that. And
all right.
it just came out, this track, Cold Little Heart. Mm-hmm. Really natural. We didn't have a beat for it. Originally, I wrote some lyrics for it that I was inspired to write from the producer and working with him, King Beats, and that track didn't work out. He wanted to keep it all to himself, selfish little baby, so I'm like, fine, I'm gonna do my own thing. So I just went with the flow, and that's how Cold Little Heart came out. And so that's actually one of my favorite songs right now that I created. So check it out.
Now, tell us about Mirage. Who is she?
I recently connected with an artist who touched me from the inside out, and her name is Mirage. And we collaborated on a piece called Be Careful,
right.
Which is going to be on her new album called The Mirage Project, which will be out in 2023. So that's something you definitely want to listen to.
Great. And what's up with your album?
I do have an album that I'm working on. It's called The Pheromone Trap, and it's another project, so that will be out soon. Keep a lookout for that. It will be available on all platforms.
Right.
And yeah, I'm really excited to just share my creativity with you guys, and I hope that I can create those feelings that music gives me when I hear an artist that just touches me from the inside, and that's what I want, and that's what I'm doing.
If there's one male artist you would love to work with, Kaandake, who would that be?
If there was a male artist I could work with, I really would love to work with Damian Marley. I've always been a poet, and I know that his lyrics are more than just poetic. They have meaning behind the words, and as a poet, that's important. And like we started out this interview, just knowing the meaning of someone's name and who you're talking to, there's so much truth in that. And I love Damien. I love his music, his vibe, what he stands for, and that would be a beautiful collaboration that's only going to be if it's meant to be. So according to my good friend Google, apparently Damien means to tame or subdue, and that's the truth. Those lyrics, they definitely tame and subdue. So, that would be a dream to work with you, Damien.
I know this question may be a bit of a duh, like an obvious, but just for the sake of asking, does Kaandake love pets? And if so, do you own any?
I like cats, kittens, meow. No, I like dogs too. I like animals in general. I just always been an animal lover. I do own a dog. I have a German Shepherd. She's a dream dog of mine. Her name is Maska, which is a playful abbreviated term from Masa, which means little one in Russian. So that's my Maska. That's my Maska. She's my German Shepherd dog. But I love animals, honestly. I just naturally gravitate towards loving animals.
Kaandake, when in your spare time, what I would call spare, not in studio, probably daydreaming, what does Kaandake love doing in her pastime?
I'm a sleeper, so when I don't have anything to do, you can find me sleeping. Either that or swimming in the ocean. Those are probably the top two things. Sleeping and swimming, the two S's. And I can add some other S's in there, but I'm going to hold off on that for now. So, swimming and sleeping. And if you didn't hear it in my track, I'm going to point it out for you and remind you, I'm a deep dream sleeper. And it's true. It's so true. I love sleep. And swimming.
Right. Let's talk chows. I'm a sucker for chicken, roast chicken. As skinny as I am, I can chow that all day. Let's talk fast foods. Kaandake, what's your favorite fast food?
To be honest, I'm not big on fast food. I'm not. I like fancy food, restaurants, Indian food. I like me some chai tea, some saag paneer. No, but if fast food, I would say the fast food that I would gravitate to mainly is In-N-Out. Yep.
Here's a bit of a question that requires a bit of inner thought, if I can put it that way. If you were to lose one of your senses, which one would that be? And give us reason why, or reasons why.
If I could lose one of my senses, it would be my vision. And the reason for that is because there's a part of me that knows the best things in life you can't necessarily see with your eyes, but you can feel with your heart and with your soul. And so it kind of takes me back, to be honest, of when I was a little girl. I would close my eyes and I would see. It sounds odd, but I don't really know how to explain it well. Anyways, I always thought at some point I would lose my vision anyway. And so I kind of came to terms with not having my vision. I guess I was trying to prepare myself to lose it. I still have my vision. But if I had to lose one of my senses, it would be my vision, because I'd rather see the world from my spiritual eyes versus my physical eyes. And that's what I try to do anyways. So I'm enjoying this gift of physical vision and spiritual vision that I have, and I just am grateful to have all of my senses. But if I had to lose one, it would be my vision. Didn't some clever person come up with a saying about vision, about how you have to, or the ones who see, I don't know, I can't even remember it, but someone very clever came up with some famous statement about vision. And it's just a reminder that to really have vision, you don't physically need to see anything.
Kaandake, all in all, thank you so much for your time.
Oh, thank you as well for giving me the opportunity to share parts of myself. So now that you know all my secrets, would you like this cup of tea from the red cup or the blue cup?
Okay, I'll take the red cup. I don't know why I said that, but I'm going to commit myself. Red cup it is. Thank you so much once again, Kaandake, and hope to hear more of you in the near future. Otis of Flow signing off. Peace and love. And this is the tune, Fire in Me. Run it.
No necesito tu vaso de tarantulas. No lo necesito porque soy una You know I have that fire in me. They sat down, I got up, filled up my cup with self-love, and then lit it up to the heavenly degree. Reposition my thoughts, now they're walking into their destiny. Never giving up, spiritually suited up, sending love to all the worldly enemies, waiting on a chance to breathe. Taking this lifetime like the greatest weaponry. I'm flying away like a butterfly so naturally. Never giving up, spiritual suited up, sending love, ignited from above. Yeah, you know I have that fire in me. You know I have that fire in me. Fire in me. Fire in me. Ever again, never again, ever again, never again. I really mean it. Birthing angelic fire from those demons, like a full load of semen. I touch your masculine, in touch with my masculine. I really mean it. Birthing angelic fire from those demons, like a full load of semen. I touch your masculine, in touch with my masculine. I really mean it. Birthing angelic fire from those demons, like a full load of semen. I touch your masculine, in touch with my masculine. You know I have that fire in me. Lit it up to the heavenly degree. Take a minute, look at it. This is my body and I know you wanna be in it. Take a minute, think about it. Or you may be asking for forgiveness. I never was blinded by the riches, just deep in the richness. Turned your thoughts in the mixes to play on the radio, so I can hear those words coming out your throat. Because it's murder, she wrote. When that fire turns cold, you know I have that fire in me. You know I have that fire in me. Yeah, you know I have that fire in me.